Hey there and welcome. Today, we are going to lay out the entire blueprint for building a blog that actually makes money. And the best part? We're not talking about years of grinding, we're talking about using the incredible speed and power of AI. You know that feeling, right? If you've ever even thought about starting a blog, the burnout is real. The endless brainstorming, the staring at a blank page, that constant pressure to post something, anything, it feels like a total marathon. But what if we could turn that marathon into a sprint? Okay, so that's where AI steps onto the scene. And look, we're not talking about some robot that replaces your creativity. Think of it more like a powerful co-pilot or a writing partner who handles all the tedious, heavy lifting. This frees you up to focus on the stuff that really matters: your unique voice, your personal stories, your vision. So here's what's on deck. First, we'll talk about this big AI revolution in blogging. Then, we'll get practical with your AI Launchpad. After that, the fun part, monetizing your content. We'll also cover how to navigate the pitfalls, and we'll wrap up with the single most important thing, your first step. All right, let's kick things off. Section 1 is all about the AI blogging revolution. Basically, this is about throwing out that old, slow, burnout-inducing way of creating content and swapping it for a super streamlined, efficient process that's powered by AI. And this quote really nails it. AI speeds up research and writing, enabling consistent posting without burnout. I mean, just stop and think about that for a second. Imagine being able to publish a high-quality article every single day. That is a complete game changer. Okay, enough theory. Let's get our hands dirty. Section 2, your AI Launchpad. This is a super simple 4-step process to get your blog off the ground and soaring. Think of these as the 4 pillars of your new blogging empire. Step 1, choose your niche. This is how you find your people. Step 2, draft your articles with AI. Step 3, and this is key, you edit and optimize to add your human touch. And finally, step 4, you hit publish and start monetizing. Simple, right? Let's break them down. All right, first up, choosing your niche. This is all about carving out your own little corner of the internet. You want it to be specific enough to attract a really dedicated tribe, but, also broad enough that you don't run out of ideas in a month. So, for example, not just living, but something focused like sustainable living for beginners. See the difference? And guess what? You can put AI to work right from the get-go. No more staring at a blinking cursor on a blank page. Just look at this example prompt. Suggest 10 blog ideas on sustainable living for beginners. A simple little sentence like that can instantly generate a whole list of amazing article ideas. The brainstorming is done for you. Now for step 2, drafting. The secret here is to think of yourself as a movie director, and the AI is your actor. You don't just shout action and hope for the best. No, you give it a script, a clear outline, the key points you want to cover, maybe even a target word count. The better your directions, the better the performance, or, the draft. Here's a perfect example. Check out how specific this prompt is. Write a 1,000-word blog post on AI and education, including examples and statistics. See what's happening there? You're not just saying write about AI. You're defining the length, and you're asking for specific types of content, like examples and stats. That's how you steer the AI to create something genuinely useful. Okay, listen up, because this next step is probably the most important one. The AI gives you the skeleton, but you provide the soul. This is your moment to shine. You edit for accuracy, you inject your personal stories, your unique insights, and of course, you optimize it for SEO so people can actually find your masterpiece. And hey, quick pro tip, you can even ask AI to suggest some keywords for your title to help with that. All right, so you've got this system down, you're churning out amazing content at a speed you never thought possible. Now for the really exciting part, how do we turn all those words into actual dollars? Let's talk about monetization. So, there are a few main ways to make money. Affiliate links are huge. That's basically where you recommend products you love, and if someone buys through your special link, you get a cut. Super common. Then you've got display ads. Think Google AdSense. You're basically just renting out little bits of space on your site for ads. It's pretty straightforward. And then, once you start growing, you can look into things like sponsored posts or even building an email list to sell your own stuff. So let's get to the $1 million question, or maybe the $100 question to start. What's the real payoff here? Can this actually become a serious income stream? Let's see what the numbers look like. Okay, for someone just starting out, a totally realistic goal is somewhere in that $100 to $500 a month range. It's a fantastic, achievable starting point, and that'll mostly come from display ads as you start to get some eyeballs on your site. But the ceiling on this thing is way higher. Once your blog is established, once you have solid traffic and a smart affiliate strategy in place, we are talking $10,000 a month or more. Seriously, that's the long-term goal you're building towards. Now hold on. It's not all just pushing a button and watching money magically appear. You have to be smart about how you use these AI tools. So let's talk about the potential pitfalls, and more importantly, why your human brain is still your ultimate secret weapon. Here's the simple truth. On one hand, AI's weakness is that it can spit out stuff that's kind of generic, or sometimes just factually wrong. But on the other hand, that's your strength. Your job is to be the human filter. You fact-check everything, and you pour in those personal stories and unique insights that our machine could never, ever come up with. All right, we're heading into the home stretch. We've covered the why, we've covered the how. Now it's time to talk about what really matters, how we get you to stop just watching this and start actually doing it. Let's turn you from a viewer into a creator. Look, if you take away only one single thing from our chat today, please let it be this. AI is your assistant. It is not the author. It's an amazing tool, sure, a powerful co-writer, a research guru, but you're the author. You're the editor-in-chief. It's your vision that drives the whole thing. And that really brings us right back to the beginning, to the most important question of all. We've laid out the entire blueprint for you. The technology is literally at your fingertips. So the only question left is, what's your thing? What are you passionate about? So what's your niche?